Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very interesting example for query parameters, where we will see how to preserve the previously utilized params query parameters with the new one. Okay, because suppose there is a requirement where you want to preserve the previous parameter and also you want to merge the new one to it. So to perform this thing, what we are going to do, we are going to use the Router.Navigate method with this query params related process. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use Angular Router.Navigate method to preserve the query and merge the query parameters. Okay, alright, let's get started. And for the complete course, you can refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. From there, you can take the reference and implement the same in your project. There you will find 3000 plus free learning resources. Okay, fine. So let's move ahead. Here you can see we have H1 that shows Angular 19 course by Sharmit. Then we will write here H2 that will show you the title of today's session. So here I will write Router.Navigate method to preserve old query params and merge new query params. Okay, so this is fine. Now we will add one horizontal row here just to separate out these headings with the actual content. Okay, now to demonstrate this concept, we need some routes, not routes, I would say the components. Here you can see there are three components that I have already created: about component, contact component, services. In this example, I am going to use the contact component. Rest would be the same as it is. So let's say if you don't know how to create the component, so you can simply run one command, that is ng for Angular, g generate, c component, and the name of the component. Let's say I want to create about, so I will just write about here and press enter. So once I press enter, it will create the about component with all four files, which is css, html, spec.ts and component.ts. So once these files are added, then you are good to go to make the modification. So I just kept everything default, just only one change I made, like here instead of about works, I made it as about page. That's the only change I made. Rest all would be the same. Okay, fine. So component is ready. Now it's time to create the route. So let's go to app.route.ts file. Here you can see the this array is expanded already, otherwise you will see in this way. So you can just simply expand it, and here you can define the required path. So let me define first path colon, and here I will write contact, but inside a single quote. Okay, then a comma, and then the component. Here I will write contact component. So this is the first thing. Then we will add the second one, that is path, and here I will write, let's say I want to go about also, so I will write like this, and here I will write about component. Perfect. So this thing is ready. Now we will go to app.component.ts file. There we will define some prerequisite things like router outlet. We all know to show the output we need a router outlet. It is added here. Then we will expand this thing, and here we will define the constructor, because I want to use the Router.Navigate method. So here I will write constructor. Inside this I will write private, which is router colon router with capital, opening closing curly braces, and then we will write here the further logic that will help us to understand this concept. So basically what we are going to do here, we are going to create two methods. The first method, let me put it in a comment. Step 1, navigate to contact with initial query params. Okay, and here I will create a method. So basically this method will help us to just to navigate to a particular param without any updation. Okay, this is just a normal pass on. So here I will let go to contact, opening closing parenthesis, the curly braces. Here I will write this router.navigate, opening closing parenthesis, square brackets. Inside this we will write here /contact. Then you can put a comma here, expand it with curly braces, and here we will write this dot. Okay, this thing is already there, so we will write here queryParams colon. So now you look at carefully. Here what we are defining the page as 2 and sort as ASC. Okay, then a comma. Fine, so this thing is ready. This method is ready. Now we will define the second method also, and what this method will do, it will help us to update the query params. Okay, so here I will write merge new query params with existing ones. Okay, now here I will write update query params, opening closing parenthesis, curly braces. Inside this we will write this router.navigate, parenthesis, square brackets. Inside this I will write /contact, then a comma, curly braces, expand it, and then we will write here query params, and then we will write here page colon equals to 5, then a comma, and then we will expand it. Here I will write queryParmsHandling colon, and then we will put here merge. So this is the new thing. Okay, earlier we were used to have preserve here, but this time I'm using a merge. That will help us to merge the output with the actual content. Okay, so this part is ready. Now let's go to app.route.html file. Here we will define the button simply. So button, and here I'll write go to contact. So let me write here the method, click go to contact. Okay, and then we will define another button, and here I will write like this, go to contact with updated query params. Okay, and here also we will write click method, go to, here we will write update query params, opening closing. That's it. Okay, so now one more thing I want to tell you, like we all know that we are sending the query params from here, so you can receive it in the contact component, and I have already explained that process in earlier sessions. So you can simply search in the Sharmit digital course book for the query params part. There you will find out it. Okay, but in my case, like in this demo, I'm not going to show you that part again because it will take a lot of time and we don't have that much of time. We will cover it in a very less time. So let's verify this thing. Okay, I'll just show you that how it is updating, and then later you know how to fetch the values. So for that, let's run the application ngserve -- open enter, wait for a few seconds, and then it will show you the output on the browser. So here you can see we have one heading that shows Angular 19 course by Sharmit. Then we have Router.Navigate method to preserve old query params and merge new query params. We have two buttons. One is the go to contact, another one is go to contact with updated query params. So when I click on go to contact, you can see it is okay. One more thing I want to add here, we forgot to add the router outlet. Router outlet. Okay, so now you can see it is also showing contact page because now router outlet is added. So here look at carefully. Here you can see we have page to sort ASC, but when I click on this button, page become 5, sort ASC is retained, and this is what exactly we are doing here with merge, query param handling merge. Okay, so I hope this entire process is clear to all of you, like how to use Router.Navigate method to preserve the old query params and to merge the new ones. If you want to add more params to this query, that is also workable. Yeah, That's all for today. I hope this entire session is clear to all of you. If you have any questions, queries, feedback, suggestion, you can reach out to me through comment section. I would be more than happy to work upon. So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.